In the Tang Dynasty, a man named Li Yuan had a deep friendship with a monk named Yuan Guan. Before Yuan Guan passed away, he made a promise with Li Yuan. They would meet again 12 years later at the Tianzhu Temple in Hangzhou. True to his word, 12 years later, Li Yuan went to the temple. There, he encountered a young shepherd boy singing a poem that spoke of souls bonded across lifetimes, enduring love, and spiritual continuity. Hearing this, Li Yuan realized that the boy was the reincarnation of Yuan Guan, now in another form, yet retaining the soul and wisdom of his past life. This tale came to symbolize predestined connections and the mysterious, unbreakable ties of fate. Echoes beyond time. In a quiet corner of the world, beyond the mountains veiled in mist, there lived a watchmaker named Elias. He was known not only for the precision of his craft, but for the silence in his soul. A silence that came from an old ache, the kind that time tries to bury, but memory insists on keeping alive. Years ago, Elias had a companion named Samir, a philosopher who wandered often but always returned. They shared nothing material and everything else. Late into the nights, they'd talk of stars, eternity, and the strange ways time forgets to behave when souls connect. Samir once said, "If we ever lose each other, let's meet again. Not here, not now, but in the place where time forgets itself. You'll know it when you see a sign." One day, Samir left for a distant voyage and never returned. People said he died on a sinking ship. Others claimed he became a recluse in the desert. But Elias kept a seat across his table empty, not with hope, but with a quiet kind of knowing. 12 years passed. The village changed. Children became parents. The mountains thinned with mining. But Elias remained, his hands still setting gears in place, measuring seconds while his heart counted something else entirely. One misty morning, a young traveler came into Elias's shop. He was unlike the usual customers. He didn't speak much, but walked straight to the back where an old grandfather clock stood. He touched it gently and whispered, still beating like a heart. Elias turned slowly. The words were ordinary, but something in their rhythm, the cadence, the echo, awakened something ancient. "Have we met?" Elias asked. "Not as you remember," the traveler replied. "But I promise to return." Elias stared into the eyes of someone too young to know their history, yet carrying the weight of lifetimes. No more words were needed. A knowing silence settled between them. In that stillness, Elias understood, souls that travel beyond the body, beyond memory, never forget their promises. The traveler stayed for tea. They didn't talk about the past, nor about the future. They simply sat in the present, like two notes of a forgotten song finally finding harmony again. Some say that destiny is a thread. Others say it's a path. But for Elias, it was neither. It was a heartbeat that echoed across lifetimes, waiting to be heard by the one who had once promised to listen. True connections, formed by shared spirit rather than circumstance, cannot be broken by time, death, or change. They await in quiet places where memory fades but essence endures.